So real quick, before we start, let's do some math. One load of laundry for me is $2.50. 1 week of clothes for me is one load to wash, so that's $2.50. Every 2 weeks, I wash my sheets plus my clothes, so that's $5 every 2 weeks. The other 2 weeks is $2.50 for a total of $15 per month. 15 times 12 is $180, and I use this cheap laundry detergent, which is like $8 or something like that, and it lasts me about 6 months. You buy 2 of these per year at $16 for both, you add the tax, and you have $2 left over, just enough for a small fries for your significant other. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how I spend $200 a year on laundry and how you can save money on your laundry. So without further delay, let's go. So I hope you weren't too confused at that little segment at the beginning on how I do laundry for $200 a year. But for the rest of the video, I'm going to try to give you some valuable information on how you can cut down on your laundry bill. So first, and probably the most important thing when doing laundry, is to wash in cold water. Cold water obviously doesn't have to be heated, and research shows that you'd be saving about 40 cents on average per load when you wash cold versus hot. Another reason why you should wash in cold water is because almost all laundry detergents today are made with cold water in mind. So it's not like you won't be getting, the maximum efficiency out of your detergent. Also, when you wash in cold, colors don't bleed onto other clothes, so you can essentially mix all your laundry together. Efficiency. Staying on the topic of energy consumption, the next thing you should try and do is to do your best to wash during non-peak times. And you might be asking, okay, well, what is a peak time? Peak times are when electricity and water cost the most. Peak times are usually between 7 and 11 a.m. on weekdays because everybody's just waking up, using electricity to make coffee, they're using water, they're taking showers, and whatever else they do. Mid-peak is from probably 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. People coming home, making dinner, washing dishes, stuff like that. Some people shower in the night. And then off-peak is from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. when most people are sleeping. So if you can, I'd wash anywhere from 9 p.m. till the time you go to bed. So you go to bed at 11, you could do laundry in 2 hours. Or if you wake up early, then I would try and finish my laundry before that 7 a.m. mark. Again, staying on the topic of energy consumption, try foregoing the dryer and air drying. Research shows that dryers are very power hungry, and sometimes they even use more power than your washing machine. Personally, I don't use a dryer because that would require me to pay another $2.50 per load to dry my clothes. So I just air dry because air is free for the moment. So why not just dry for free? I know some people notice a decline, in the feel of their clothes. I haven't really personally noticed a decline in the feel of my clothes. I still think that they feel the same. But one thing that you should know is that when you do air dry your clothes will be a bit stiffer. So it requires you to kind of, break them in sort of a way. Kind of like, when you're breaking in a new pair of shoes, but not to that extent. One thing I'll do is when I'm going to hang it up, I'll kind of give it like a little bit of a shake and, loosen it up. And then, you should be well on your way. Some people may not like the feel of air drying, but if you're hesitant, try it once and see if you like it or not. Another bonus is that when you air dry, you won't have to buy, dryer sheets and stuff like that. So let's talk about consumables, laundry detergent, fabric softener, things like that. This might trigger some people, but I used to fill up the whole cap with laundry detergent when doing my laundry, even though my clothes had no visible dirt. But then out of nowhere, like Captain Marvel in Avengers Endgame, my girlfriend swooped in and promptly notified me that I only needed less than half of what I was using. At first I didn't believe her, but then I tried it and she was right. So, before you make the same mistake I did, you really and truly, you don't even need to fill it past halfway. In all seriousness, try using less laundry detergent. A lot of washing machines these days either have a high efficiency mode or they're just made more efficiently in general, and they can make use of as little soap as possible. Like, they can make it stretch. If you have visible dirt or a stain on your clothes, try getting it out first before washing it, so then there's a higher chance of it coming out clean instead of it still being dirty, and then you might have to wash it again. Staying on the topic of laundry detergent, let's talk about laundry detergent brands. Personally, I use the cheapest one I could find that still smells a little decent, and then I'm on my way. From the research I've done, I found that branded and non-branded laundry detergent is made in the same place or factory or whatever you want to call it, and then just put into different bottles. Similar to how, you have like Advil, and then you have non-branded or, regular ibuprofen painkillers. So the last thing I want to talk about is fabric softener. My mom was a huge believer in fabric softener, and I decided that, I just wasn't really gonna use it. I heard that when you use fabric softener, it gives your washing machine kind of a funny smell. Personally, I haven't noticed that, but I haven't used it in well over 2 years. Personally, I don't use it because I don't want to incur the cost for it, because some of the prices for it are just, outrageous. I've heard it's bad for the environment, and again, from the research I've done, I found that if you dry your clothes and you use dryer sheets, it should do just as well versus, using fabric softener. One other thing I've seen floating around is to only do full loads of laundry. You'll save water, energy, soap, money, even time. I don't think doing laundry is like doing dishes, where you could just wash one fork and use less water and soap. Like, I don't think you can put a pair of socks in the washing machine and expect it to use less water. I'm pretty sure it uses the same amount of water, whether it's half full or totally full. So, just wash when you only have full loads. I've also seen people making their own laundry detergent from baking soda, super washing soda, bar soap, and all these other things like that. And that could be another way that you cut your costs even more. Personally, I just stick to laundry detergent because I feel and I find it to be the most efficient for my lifestyle. So to recap, wash in cold water, wash during non-peak times, usually between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. Try air drying instead of using a dryer. Use less laundry detergent, especially if you have a high efficiency washing machine. Use generic laundry detergent and try not to use fabric softener. I use a combination of all of these things, and that's how I keep my laundry costs to $200 a year. Leave comments and feedback below. Let me know if I missed anything. And as always, thanks for watching.